20 The News. News across the country.
Good evening and welcome to the news across the country. Oyetola expresses optimism over replicating Ekiti election victory in Osun. Vice President Osbc implores professionals to play an impactful role for the nation's development. Entertainment news explore different dance steps as a form of entertainment. Suspected bandit release son and village head in Boji. The state of Osun is adequately positioned to replicate the success story of the All Progressives Congress in the just concluded Ekiti gubernatorial election. Governor Adegboyega Oyetola will express the optimism during the campaign rally in Borikwe and Ifelodun local government areas, said that the administration has done the needful in meeting the yearnings and aspirations across the state. Governor's office correspondent Sonia Onorinde completes the story.
For Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, it was an homecoming as the campaign train for his re-election in the 16th July gubernatorial election hit Iragbeji in Borikwe local government area as well as Ikirun, Ifelodun local government area of the state of Osun, to the warm embrace of mammoth of party supporters who received him amid chanting of party slogans at the palace of Iragbeji and Ikirun town hall, where he was showered with royal blessings. Governor Oyetola, who commended the residents for demonstrating unflinching support for his administration, urged the traditional rulers and the leadership of the All Progressive Congress in the area to ensure that eligible voters in the area collect their permanent voters card in ensuring impressive results in the July 16th gubernatorial election. Governor Oyetola noted that he remained focused in transforming the state into an enviable high. Iragbeji of Iragbeji, Oba Abdulrasheed Olabomi, Elende of Ikoinde, Oba Rafiu Olaniyan, Eburu of Iba, Oba Adekunle Okoye, Olobagun of Obagun, Oba Jima Adebisi Okunade, among other traditional rulers and chiefs in the area, enthused that Governor Adegboyega Oyetola has made the people of Borikwe and Ifelodun local government areas proud by being a good ambassador, as demonstrated with the monumental achievements recorded across the state. Governor Oyetola, who arrived at St. Peter's Primary School, Iragbeji, as well as at Holy Trinity Secondary School, Okeafo, Ikirun, amid heroic ovation by teaming party supporters, recited that he is undaunted in doing the needful in terms of provision of basic infrastructural developments as well as welfare policies that satisfies the yearnings and aspirations of Osun residents. The governor therefore appealed to aggrieved party members to sheathe their sword and join hands in ensuring victory for the party in the forthcoming gubernatorial election.
Well, it makes that the party is very popular. The party is the party of the people. And by extension, the victory of our party in our state, Osun State, is sure. Governor Fayemi did very well. So it's only natural that people want somebody that decides to nominate for you to run their affairs. And also we believe in continuity. And by any standard, I've done very well. By any standard. So I will expect that people will support me to continue to do what I'm doing for them. So I look forward to winning the election on 16th of July 2022 by the grace of Almighty God. To them is that they continue to support us. We are there for them, and we'll do better than what we have done now. Give the opportunity to have a second term.
The state chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Prince Gboyega Famodun, the Director General of Oyetola's Campaign Council, Senator Ajibola Bashir, Prince Adebayo Adeleke, Engineer Hussein Olaniyan, among other party stalwarts who spoke in turn, emphasized that a vote for the All Progressive Congress in the forthcoming gubernatorial election represents sustenance of good governance under the leadership of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, as well as a brighter future for the state.
Seeing is believing. You can see what is on the ground. This is just one local government. And the way we are doing it is, you don't have to bring people from another local government for this kind of rally. Purely Borikpe local government people. That is what you can see. You can see how crowded it is. We have no fear. We are more than prepared. We are ready. And I can tell you that if the use of thugs could be eliminated, if rigging could be eliminated, if snatching of ballot boxes could be eliminated, we don't have opposition. We are winning this election.
We are fully prepared. We have mobilized our people to go and pick their PVCs from INEC offices. We have sensitized them on the need to be orderly during elections and not to cause anything that might disturb the progress and the smooth election that we are expecting. So we are fully prepared.
Dignitaries on the campaign train with Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, including the wife of the governor, Mrs. Kafayat Oyetola, the deputy governor, Mr. Benedict Alabi, Mrs. Oyefunke Alabi, former deputy governor, Mrs. Grace Titila Oyeponle, secretary to the state government, Prince Wole Oyebamiji, chief of staff to the governor, Dr. Charles Akinola, members of the state executive council, members of the state house of assembly, members of national assembly, and the leadership of the All Progressive Congress from across the state. From the governor's office, Sanya Onoride reporting.
Meanwhile, the leadership of the All Progressives Congress in Obokun local government area says its priority remains the re-election of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola and the forthcoming gubernatorial election. Osumba Jumoke Ogunkeyede, along with other party stalwarts, gave the insight in Obokun, the headquarters of Obokun local government area, while briefing journalists on the efforts by the party leadership in ensuring the re-election of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola with a united and formidable party in the area. Sonia Ononide has the report.
Addressing a team of journalists at the party secretariat in Ibokun, the leader of the All Progressive Congress in Ibokun local government area, Otumba Jumoke Ogunkeyede, flanked by other party chieftains in the area, noted that in line with the vision of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola has been demonstrated by giant strides recorded in all ramifications across the state. The leadership of the All Progressive Congress in Obokun local government area has aligned with the choice of Sheun David Odofin as the party's candidate for Ijesha North Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives. The party leadership in Obokun, while maintaining that the choice is born out of numerous welfare initiatives and developmental interventions designed to better the lot of people in the area, as demonstrated by Mr. Sheun Odofin across Obokun local government area over the years, implore other aspirants to accept the choice in good faith and join hands in working assiduously towards the re-election of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola in the forthcoming gubernatorial election.
Government area of Osun State will intensify efforts to the ongoing genuine reconciliation moves with a view to reconciling all aggrieved aspirants and their followers. We call on other aspirants to embrace party decision as supreme and sacrosanct and join hands together to ensure our Governor Alhaji Isiaka Agboyega Oyetola emerges victorious come July 16, which is a few weeks from now, 2022.
Party stalwarts in attendance, including Alhaji Nasiru Akomolafe, Honorable Tunji Adeshokan, Engineer Maruf Ogundipe, Honorable Saliu Bello, Honorable Omoniyi Oluyide, Prince Ademola Adeyeye, Honorable Niyi Ekundayo, Honorable Adebisi Olajide, and Mr. Niran Babanumi. Sanya Onoride reporting for Osbc News.
Similarly, Speaker of Osun State House of Assembly, Honorable Timothy Oweye, as assured residents and dwellers of Iperido and its environ of more dividends of democracy. Honorable Timothy Oweye gave the assurance while addressing royal fathers in Natakumosa East and West local government areas during the campaign tour of APC to Ijesha South Federal Constituency for Governor Adeboyega Otola re-election. The chairman for Ijesha South Federal Constituency, Honorable Oweye, used the occasion of the campaign tour to reiterate and affirm the strong commitment of Governor Adeboyega Otola in opening doors of opportunities that will meet and address the needs of all and sundry. The speaker prayed and commended the often support of the royal institutions, chiefs and voters of Atakumosa East and West towards the progressive government. He took advantage of the campaign rally to enumerate some developmental strides of Governor Adeboyega Otola at ensuring that the state witnessed uninterrupted progress and success in all spheres. Nigerians who are yet to present themselves for the continuous voter registration exercise have been charged to do so with the window provided by the judgment of the Federal High Court, which stops the Independent National Electoral Commission from ending the voter registration exercise this month. The Olowo of Owokuta in Ayedire local government area of the state, Oba Ahmed Oyelude Makamate Bosin III, who made a plea in a chat with Osbc News, said the acquisition of permanent voter card will afford Nigerians opportunity to elect responsible leaders in the forthcoming elections, added that doing so will be in the good interest of the nation. The life patron of the Osbc Chapel of the Nigerian Union of Journalists also enjoined those who are yet to collect their permanent voters cards to do so before the close of the collection. Oba Ahmed Oyelude Makama appealed to political gladiators and their followers to eschew violent tendencies that could mar the upcoming elections. On July 16 gubernatorial election, the law of Utah enjoined residents in the state to come out massively to vote radically, bearing in mind the future development of the country. Governance is a serious business, hence the need for lovers of good governance in Osun State to re-electing Governor Adeboyega Otola for a second time in the best interest of the state. Special Advisor to Governor Adeboyega Otola on Public Health, Dr. Olashijo Lamiju, stated this today while re-echoed the need for the masses to turn out en masse to vote and protect their votes come July 16. Dr. Lamiju explained that one of the hallmarks of good governance is continuity in policies, programs and projects, especially those that are progressive and developmental. The medical expert who affirmed that Osun represents a shining example of the dividends of continuity in governance, as it has enjoyed and is still experiencing tremendous growth and development under Governor Adeboyega Otola's administration. The governor's aide urged all eligible voters who are yet to collect their permanent voters' cards to, as matter of urgency, from tomorrow till Sunday, go and collect their PVCs at the registration areas. Dr. Lamiju maintained that Adeboyega Otola-led government is diligently working and consolidating on all the achievements of his predecessors, and he is setting new pace and also breaking new grounds. Reasons the people of Osun are yearning for continuity in government in order to make appreciable progress. In the meantime, in continuation of the re-election bid of Governor Adeboyega Otola, the Adeboyega Otola Campaign Council will tomorrow visit Obokun East LCDA, Oriade and Oriade South LCDA in Ijesha North Federal Constituency. The visit will avail Governor Adeboyega Otola the opportunity of speaking to several developmental projects his administration have done in the two local governments and local council development areas since he took over as governor over 3 years ago. In a press statement released by the Media and Communication Directorate of the Campaign Council, the governor will, on getting to Ibokun headquarters of Obokun local government, meet all traditional rulers at the palace of Alademure of Ibokun, where he will pay traditional homage to them. The entourage will later address party members, market men and women, artisans, members of ethnic groups and the general public at the open space at Ibokun roundabout. On arriving at Ijebu-Jesha, headquarters of Oriade local government, the campaign team will pay traditional homage on the Eleburu of Ijebu-Jesha and other traditional rulers from the local government in his palace. The train will then move to Jebujesha Grammar School in Jebujesha, where the governor and his team will be received by party faithfuls, artisans, members of public from all the wards in the local government. In conclusion, all the people in the two local governments are enjoined to come out en masse and give a rousing welcome to the people's governor, Mr. Adeboye Gautila, as he forges ahead in his quest to take Osun State to the promised land. In the meantime, the campaign scheduled for Thursday and Friday this week will no longer hold, as the National Campaign Council for the Osun election will be inaugurated by the national headquarters of the party, All Progressives Congress in Abuja, on Thursday. Consequently, the APC campaign rally, earlier scheduled to take place on Thursday, June 23rd, for Osogbo Federal Constituency, Irepodun, Olorunda, Orulu, and Osogbo local government, is hereby postponed to Tuesday, June 28th, while that for Odot in local government will now take place on Monday, July 4th. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has been called upon to investigate the candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) Senator Ademola Adeleke over his comment that it will induce voters before ensuring the forthcoming governorship election in the state. The Re-Election Campaign Council of the Osun governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress made the call at a press conference addressed by the Director General of the Council, Senator Ajibola Bashiru, at Ilerioluwa House, Osogbo. Details are now presented from our studios.
Governor Oyetola Campaign Council said it is pertinent to draw the attention of the anti-graft agency to the unguarded comment in order to challenge Adeleke and his party, the PDP, to explain what he meant by his comment that he had arrived with hard currencies to prosecute the election and to approach the election fire for fire. The Director General of Osun APC Campaign Council, Senator Ajibola Bashiru, argued that for an individual to have declared publicly his intention to financially induce electorate, he needed to be investigated and prosecuted by the anti-graft body to stop him from compromising the electoral process and the fledgling democracy. He called on the EFCC and other anti-graft agencies to bring their searchlight on the matter and summon the PDP candidate in the state for a thorough investigation and questioning to unravel what he means that he has brought pounds, dollars, euros, and other hard currencies allegedly to buy votes. The APC Campaign Council sent a strong warning to the PDP and its candidate to desist from the campaign of acrimony that had degenerated into violent attack on the members of the loyalists of the ruling party since Ademola Adeleke publicly declared his readiness to engage in fire-for-fire approach. Senator Bashiru, who recalled some of the violent attacks on the party's loyalists, said it has become imperative to intimate the general public with the clandestine move by the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) to attack leading figures in the Osun government and in All Progressive Congress (APC), and then turn around to accuse the APC, its government, and sympathizers as the brains behind the planned wicked acts.
The video that was going viral, to have actually invited him to come and give accounts of what he meant by that. Certainly, inducement of voter is a criminal offense. So for somebody to manifestly declare an intention to induce a voter, it warrants a criminal investigation by the EFCC. So I think EFCC doing their job should summon him, let him explain what he meant that he has brought pounds standing to be able to do so. So I think that clearly is an indication of a manifest intention to commit the offense of inducement of voter, which is clearly an electoral offense under the Nigerian law.
Senator Basiru, who reiterated the commitment of Governor Adeboye Oyetola to continue to maintain peace and sustain the status of Osun as the most peaceful state in Nigeria regardless of any form of security threat from any quarter, saying that for the avoidance of doubt, the APC candidate does not believe in violence. Osun APC remains law-abiding, responsible, peace-loving, and will never resort to violence or engage in any act capable of disrupting the peace of the state.
It's obvious that the overwhelming majority of the people of Osun are with us, and they are yearning to re-elect their governor, Governor Oyetola, for the second term in office.
This is the news across the country coming to you from Osun State Broadcasting Corporation. Ilawi Okebalo Shubu, voice of the West. Now, our mid-news message. Honesty is the best policy. Train your child to be honest. All the state government workers and federal government workers, as well as workers of all international agencies working in Osun State, have been employed to continue to see themselves as accountable to the people in all things and strive at all times to make a useful difference in all their professional callings. This is contained in a statement by Osun State Head of Service, Dr. Oluoboyega Oyebade, on the occasion of 2022 celebrations of Public Service Day. Dr. Oyebade implored all workers to put in more efforts to rededicate themselves to productivity and transit good life to the mass of the people. He used the occasion to congratulate Governor Adegboyega Otola, Speaker of the House of Assembly, Honorable Timothy Uweye, the Chief Judge of the State, Honorable Justice Adekpele Ojo, for leading the state on the front line of peace, prosperity, and development, also for giving attention to the welfare of workers and the people of the state. The State Head of Service also appreciated the members of the armed forces, the police, Civil Defense Corps, Road Safety, Amotekun Corps, Fire Service, Water Corporation, journalists, members of the Secret and Open Service who toil every day to make the state work and perform to the satisfaction of their residents. In the meantime, the Deputy Rector of Osun State Polytechnic, Dr. Tajuddin Oyetayo, has been appointed as the acting rector of the institution. This follows the retirement of the former rector of Osun State Polytechnic, Dr. Woye Olaniran. The Governing Council of the institution at its meeting today made this known through an official document signed by the Head of Service, Dr. Oluoboyega Oyebade, following the approval of the State Governor, Mr. Adegboyega Otola. Dr. Oyetayo, who was born on 22nd of June 1962, is a native of Odelmo in Ayedade local government area of the state and has served the state for 27 years meritoriously. In 1987, a graduate of accountancy. In 1987, the acting rector of the is a chief lecturer in the Department of Accountancy. He holds a doctorate degree in educational planning and policy from the University of Ibadan and another one in management science from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso. Dr. Oyetayo is the fellow of the Institute Chartered Accountant of Nigeria, a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Bankers, and a member of Nigerian Institute of Taxation. He is an astute scholar with 24 journal article publications, 10 conference papers, and 6 books to his credit. The acting rector of Ospole Ire was elected as the deputy rector of the institution about 2 years ago by Board of Studies of the Polytechnic. He is happily married and has children. President Muhammadu Buhari has written to the Senate seeking the confirmation of 7 ministerial nominees. The nominees are Eri Nkechukwu, Abia State; Humana Hokon, Humana, Akwa Ibom State; Ekuma Joseph, Ebonyi State; Goodluck Nana Obio, Imo State; Umar Ibrahim Yakub, Kano State; Ademola Adewole Adegorioye, Ondo State; Odo Hude, River State. The Senate has, however, not fixed a date yet for the screening exercise. Meanwhile, the People's Democratic Party has nominated Senator Philip Aduda as the new minority leader to fill the vacant seat created by Senator Eyinaya Abaribe's defection. Also, the party nominated Senator Chukwuka Utaze as the new Senate minority whip. The Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, has stated that government plans and policies would bring about significant impact on Nigerians if professional bodies played active roles in their implementation. This is contained in a statement by his media aide, Lalu Akonde, today, where the Vice President was quoted as stating this when members of the Nigerian Institute of Architects, led by its president, Architect Enye Ben Ebo, paid him a courtesy visit at the presidential villa. Suspected terrorists have attacked a motorcade of intending pilgrims from Issa local government in Sokoto State, allegedly leaving 3 policemen dead in the process. The pilgrims were on their way to the state capital to be airlifted to the Holy Land for this year's Hajj before they were ambushed. Now to sports. Super Eagles striker Taiwo Awoniyi will join English Premier League side Nottingham Forest from Union Berlin, just as the federal government directs the Nigerian Football Federation to conduct election into its executive committee. Deyemi Abodere has more.
Buhari has directed the Nigerian Football Federation to immediately commence the process that will lead to holding new elections into its executive committee at the expiration of the current administration in September. The president also directed that the instrument of football administration in the country, the NFF statutes, be amended to include other stakeholders or denied equal representation in the NFF Congress. This directive were contained in a letter dated June 17, addressed to Amaju Pinnick-led NFF and signed by the Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dare. President Buhari, who reinforced the federal government support for football development in the country, urged the leadership of the Nigerian Football Federation to ensure that the amended statutes reflect the national yearnings, aspirations, and peculiarities of Nigeria as a sovereign nation, whilst aligning with the principles and objectives of football as set by the World Soccer Governing Body, FIFA. Meanwhile, newly promoted English Premier League side Nottingham Forest has agreed to fork out a princely sum of £17.5 million, about 8.9 billion naira, with Union Berlin as transfer fee for Super Eagles striker Taiwo Awoniyi. Bundesliga club Union Berlin bought the striker from Liverpool last year for €7 million and now value him at around €20 million. Awoniyi has not hidden his desire to play in the English Premier League after he could not do so with Liverpool due to work permit issues. He is now set to be Nottingham Forest's first signing this summer as they get set for a return to the English top flight. After many years in the lower leagues, the Nigerian joined Union Berlin from Liverpool after a successful loan spell the year before and is now set to return to England after just one permanent year with his current club. In the meantime, Super Falcons striker Desire Operanoze has explained reasons behind a withdrawal from the squad heading to Morocco for the 10th African Women Cup of Nations. Operanoze, who plies a professional trade with Wuhan Jiangda of China, said border restrictions, which is beyond her control, will make her unavailable for the competition. She, however, disclosed that she will be cheering the team from the sidelines. The Nigerian Football Federation had confirmed the withdrawal of Operanoze from the squad. The Super Falcons will be gunning for their 10th African Women Cup of Nations title when the competitions kick off in Morocco on.
And that was the news across the country, edited by Tim Tope Olayiwola and delivered by Olushola Egbodofo. Thanks for listening. Good evening.
ọ̀kan ṣoṣo àjànàkú tí ń migbó kìjikìji 104.